Fire has engulfed the spare parts stores in Ladipo markets in Mushin in Lagos State, commercial capital of Nigeria. Fire broke out on Sunday morning from one of the stores dealing in vehicle spare parts in the Alakpeju section of the Ladipo market. Of course, the LASIMA, the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, confirmed the incident and was able to put it out. But there was damage to a number of stores there. Arise business analyst Chika Mbono joins us now to discuss these headlines further. Chika, you're very welcome. Good morning. Money Monday morning to you.
Morning. New week.
Indeed, sir. You're very welcome. Yeah, the NNPC, the reduction in FAC, I guess, what's your take on that?
Old story.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, NNPCs put us on notice, or put the country on notice, or the states on notice on that for some time now. You know what the issue is, that the landed cost of the petrol, the PMS, is higher than the price at the pump. And so NNPC did on that recovery. On that recovery, another a pseudonym for subsidy is being funded from NNPC revenues, and that should have gone to be shared as FAC allocation. And so the whole nation is subsidizing that this fuel PMS consumption. And we made a choice so far to do that, and so we're going to pay the price for that. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening. It's not rocket science.
Right. Nothing new there. Chika, you made some comment. The Group Managing Director, Menel Kiari, his additional clarification of the NNPC's intended stake was similar comments to what you made on Friday. What do you make of his?
We said that successful national companies, oil companies, have, you know, we said that NNPC came late to the table because before now, other national oil companies have been going out to look for refineries to acquire or make investments in, because of the fact that it gives them captive supply, you know, for their products. And especially if you look at what happened during the COVID period, a lot of cargoes in Nigeria were stranded. We had cargoes and were looking for who to buy them. If we had captive refineries, they would have delivered it to them directly. And so basically that's what the NNPC MD confirmed the study that we did last week. But he added also that it's not isolated to the Dangote refinery, that any refinery that has capacity of 50,000 barrels per day or more that is running, the NNPC would like to have investment in such refinery. I guess, again, to ensure that the guarantee you know, a source for the crude oil products from Nigeria. I guess it just makes sense.
Fantastic. The week-on-week FX turnover in the derivatives space.
I think you know, is what the report that is out there is actually a product of transparency, more transparency. What's happened is that before now, treasurers reported trades, buying and selling, you know, individually to the FMDQ. Well, what's happened now is that the FMDQ and the treasurers have decided that they put out this now out on the Reuters and the Bloomberg platforms. And so it's out there now, traded out there now. And so for more transparency, what's happened now is, from the report, you see clearly that over a week, you find more than $1 billion being traded in Nigeria.
Yes.
You know, through the IE window. You know, a lot of people thought that the market was dead.
Right.
But you see, can imagine about $200 million volume, average volume being traded every day. Last week was the first week for this. 2 weeks ago was the first week for this, and last week was the second week. We hope that the trend, you know, continues. And for the FPIs, that will give them,
that was my next question to you.
Give them, more confidence that the market is thriving. And the market is not, dead as some people thought. So the FS market in Nigeria is thriving. $200 million every day on the IE window is substantial. And he also gives credence to the fact that for all those who have bona fide FX needs, this can be met from that market. But I keep saying that one of the issues that CBN is dealing in their own way now is clearing the backlogs. As I've said consistently, it will be systematically done so it doesn't upset the whole system. And that's been done, I'm told. So the futures and the forward customers were prepared forward to the futures. Now the forward guarantees you, your FX risk and guarantees the delivery. But where it's not available, a lot of people go to the futures, and that's what you see the future figures, actually went up. But the funds are now available for the customers and that. So the report is good, it creates transparency, and it reassures APIs that something's happening in the market. The market in Nigerian FS is not dead. And look at the kind of amount of volume of $200 million being traded every day. That's substantial. And with that, the whole world now knows that the market is thriving.
Fantastic. Chika, I want to ask you about this fire that broke out in Ladipo. Remember during the NSARS protest, you talked about insurance?
About insurance penetration in Nigeria is mere paltry, less than 1%, depending on where you look at. And short, it's not more than up to 5%. You remember that program also had the Nigerian Insurance Association along with the program, and we identified the issues limiting insurance penetration in Nigeria. And we'll say one of them is the lack of trust in the insurance market. Historical lack of trust, and because of people's fingers have been burnt in the past. And I said that what happens is that insurance companies collect premium at the times of happiness. You buy a new car, you have a new house, that's when you pay the premium. And when you need insurance people's help, it's a time of tragedy. And that's when the car, there's a fire, a house is burnt, or a car has an accident, or the market is burnt in this respect. And you expect the insurance company to show up for you. And what happens historically in Nigeria has been that insurance companies, that's when they will bring out the insurance policy and start telling you that have you seen page 5, clause 10, or this in very small prints, that you didn't do that. And that has hurt a lot of people. I've dealt with a lot of customers who don't want to do anything with insurance, and this is a major issue. And how that. So if they had insurance, this would have helped them. And at the level they're operating, I think it's the micro insurance that will help. The fintech, a lot of the fintech companies are bundling insurance as one of the products they're going to be selling in their book. So that will maybe assist in the insurance penetration. At first, when there are claims like this, the claims are paid.
Thank you for that, Chika. As far as the informal sector, because a lot of these players there in that Ladipo area are not, So is there a challenge with trying to get insurance penetration when you've got many of players indeed, like, okay, we have images now, all these guys that are there and girls that are doing business, well, mostly guys. But is the informal sector a challenge to getting to increasing insurance penetration?
The issue is the rigor required. There are ways, this have been done, there are ways to do it. So it's not that like insurance MTN or a Dangote.
Right.
You're going to go down to the level, and that's why microinsurance is more relevant there.
Yes.
And sometimes it's more like bundle insurance, maybe cooperative insurance, maybe a market insurance, to make it big and heavy. And so you identify the players in that sector and estimate the value of the goods, and then identify the perils that you're insuring to make sure that when there are claims, they be paid. So it's not that it's actually the rigor required to be able to do this, but they require insurance.
They must do the work.
Yeah.
Arise business analyst Chika Mbono. Chika, thank you for taking us through the NNPC, latest developments there. Also, FX turnover increasing at the derivative space, and the need for more insurance in Lagos and many other states across Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Thank you.